Thanks for checking out the Playhouse Podcast, always powered up by our friends at Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices, seeking justice for the injured. They also power up our live show from 5:30 to 9 every weekday on KCLD. Right now, you get the whole show on demand. You might believe you're in love, but letting your husband poop on you in the public pool is love that we just don't accept yet in society.
It's very rare.
I know we're being progressive with a lot of things and very accepting, and I love that we're there. But if my kid is in the zero depth area and you decide you want to poop on your wife's chest and yell, Cleveland Steamer! Like, that's good for home.
Ain't no place for that here.
Get a kiddie pool, maybe like Kat's neighbor, you find a great deal on an above ground pool for like $43 on eBay. Do it! Do it all you want.
Poop in that one. I don't know if people like that don't have kids realize the effort that it takes to get kids ready for the pool and everything that you need. Pack all the drinks and the snacks and all the stuff you need. But yeah, this couple very selfish, so they had to close down the pool indefinitely.
The best part is they tell the three kids that are working, they're all like 16 and 17 years old, guys, we shut it down. We got to clean this pool top to bottom. All three of them, deuces up, and they're gone. They just quit. So our question this morning for you was, what's that crap job you had that you just quit? And you've never quit a job?
I've never quit a job like that. I've quit a job where I said, here's my 2 weeks notice. I've never been so angry or done wrong.
It's kind of empowering.
Was I over making dilly bars? Yes. Did I have another 2 weeks in me? Yes. So I just said, listen, until you find somebody else, I'll make these dilly bars. But Kaylee texted in and said, I quit my job housekeeping at a hotel because we had a frat house stay the night. And when I walked into the men's bathroom to clean it, I turned around. There was puke in the urinal. And I told my manager just because I didn't know how to clean it. And she said, have fun. And I had to use my hands. Oh, my God. Kaylee, that builds character right there.
You ever thrown up in a urinal?
I have. Yes.
Yeah, okay, there it is. I knew it when I saw you guys.
How many Wee Fests ago it was.
Pam, tell me about the quitting the horrible job story here.
I only was working at a job. I was so excited. It was my first job, other than corn detasseling.
Okay, all right. Everyone's done the detasseling. So you got your first
real job.
Big girl job, okay?
Yes, and so I was working at, can I say the name?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll beep it out if they spend money here.
Cafe in
Okay.
And they hired me as a waitress. I went in and they're like, okay, go pick up that table over there. Here's a pen and here's a piece of paper. And it was two guys. They just wanted coffee. So I'm writing it down and the pen's not working.
No, nice.
And I just walked in the door and they're like, go get them some coffee. And I'm like, I don't even know where the coffee is. Nobody showed me around.
Oh, you were set up to fail from day one.
Yes. I get back over there and give them the coffee. And I walked in the back room and I said, I'm done. I walked out. So I was working there for maybe 5 minutes.
You served 2 cups of coffee and quit.
You have no tolerance. Yes. You couldn't have just said, listen, I'm not liking how things are going. Can you show me? You're just like, I'm done.
Nope,
Deuces.
I didn't need it.
Hey, what's good? It's Kat and JJ up in the KCLD Playhouse. Thanks for letting us roll with you. Life motto. If you had to find one now, Kat, what's yours?
I don't know. Maybe like, I don't really believe in that one. Every day is a second chance. Someone wrote that in. It's like, stop needing a second chance. You know what I mean? That's what I would say. Like, stop messing up. I'd say the F word.
I just want to know what's your life motto? Is there anything that you're living by? Ashley, you got one for me?
Yeah. It's a little thing I have on my wall, but it says be yourself because everyone else is taken.
Now, stuff like that is going to make JJ roll his eyes and be like, why do you have to have that written?
I just don't know why people put this crap on the walls.
I think that is so true. It's just like, don't try and be other people because you got to be the best version of yourself.
Well, my mom taught us, me and my 3 sisters, just to be ourselves because then we'll never be disappointed. But if you try to be somebody else and you fail, then you feel disappointed, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
She also said, be a badass with a good ass.
I love it. I love it.
That is awesome.
Was your mom about fitness?
Oh, yeah. It was her part-time job.
Now, that one I definitely, I could see a tattoo.
I want to try that one.
Right under the waistline on the backside.
Alex texted, my life motto, the sun will rise tomorrow, but you never know what the tide will bring you.
I hate it.
In bed.
I hate
Have you ever put in bed on the end of motto?
Be a badass with a good ass.
Sometimes
in bed.
They work.
Let us know a little so we can kind of get an idea of what you want to talk about. Then let's throw this out to our listeners. So go ahead, man. Tell everybody what you were kind of starting us out with.
My wife and I actually just booked a nice weekend in a resort town this week.
Well, that's nice. You're going to get out of Dodge a little bit?
Oh, yeah. What's the plan?
Yeah, so my new mother-in-law is insane.
Like, what makes her so crazy, man?
She is from Haiti, and she thinks that she's psychic. And she had a dream that the hotel we were going to be staying at burned down.
Oh, man.
She is literally convinced something bad is going to happen to us.
So does she think these dreams are premonitions? And sometimes I get things, I see things, and they happen. But then sometimes I see things and they don't happen, so it's hard to decipher.
Yeah, so she had this dream about a week ago, and she's been calling my wife just begging us to cancel our weekend away.
So, just so I get this right, real quick, your mother-in-law is Haitian, and she believes that she's having premonition dreams, so you should cancel your vacation that you've been waiting on forever.
Exactly. So we looked into canceling the trip, and we'd lose about $300 in deposit.
Oh, hell no! Hell no!
Has she ever been right, though, in the past? Because sometimes if she's right, I mean, I would be like, there might be some stock in this.
Oh, God.
To my knowledge, there has never been any sort of major catastrophic event that she has dreamt about that has happened.
So I'm assuming you don't want to cancel the trip, but the wife does, the mother-in-law does, and you're like, I don't want to lose the money, right?
Yeah, so I just need advice on how to make this problem go away.
Listen, well, number one, happy wife, happy life, so I get that, but I mean, your wife truly believes that this place is going to burn down while you're sleeping because your mother-in-law dreamt it.
Well, she's I don't know if she's 100% on it, but she's definitely taking her mom's
but why can't you guys go
seriously
and then not tell the mother-in-law? Just stay off social media. Don't take any pictures. Enjoy your weekend getaway. And then just, answer your phone if she calls and just say, yeah, we're just putzing around the house.
Well, yeah, because she's supposed to be watching the kids.
Oh, all right. So you can't get out of it. So, all right, well, let's toss this out there. Our audience is really good about, giving some free advice here. So turn up the radio, and if it's from me, dude, you go anyway. Listen, it's a premonition. We all have wonky dreams, but let's see what everybody else thinks, okay?
All right.
Up in the Playhouse.
And again, I'd like to get your thoughts on this at 320-251-1047. If you want to holler at us, I'll bring you on. But let's say your mother-in-law thinks she's psychic, and she thinks the hotel you're going to stay in this weekend is going to burn down. Do you still go?
I would hate for anything to happen, but I think that this is a white lie situation. I think it's okay to lie and just say, no, we didn't go.
You going? What are you doing here? Holler at us. Just heard from Jason, who basically said, hey, I've got this mother-in-law. She's Haitian. She believes she's psychic and has told my wife and I not to go to this hotel or this vacation this weekend because she had a premonition and saw in a dream that the hotel was going to burn down.
So I would love the instances in the past that she's been right, because that would wow me. But right now, just a dream.
You ever had somebody do this? My mother-in-law at one point did not want my wife, when we do our annual trip to Mexico, to be on the same plane as I was, because if that plane goes down, our kids don't have parents.
The plane I was on with
Yeah, right. Same thing. I don't tell people this, but she's like, you guys should take different planes in case one of them goes down.
Yeah.
The kids still have a parent. And I'm like,
but
I ain't living my life like that.
That's just her thought. She didn't have a premonition, did she? That the plane was going to go down?
She's the biggest worrier on the planet. My wife is a close number 2.
Yeah.
They're both going to die horrible ended deaths because of all the worrying they do. They're going to have just...
This mother-in-law sounds like my mom or my sister. My sister has had the weirdest thoughts that this one person that we know is going to bust through the door and shoot us all. And she has said it 3 different occasions. Nope.
And it's not here, right?
Right.
It's at your house, or there's something else, right?
There's a
place I'm not.
I can't be too specific. Okay. A place that you're not. But
Good.
Every time I'm like, Emma, knock it off. It's not going to happen. They're not going to do it. And then she's like, well, I'm not going. And then she doesn't go. She hasn't gone to 3 different things because of it.
This is actually genius. You know what I'm going to use this all the time now.
I feel like someone's going to shoot us. I'm not going.
Listen, you want to go to the barbecue at the place you don't like? My wife's got a friend and I don't like her husband. You want to go to... No, I feel like we're going to get blown up.
I've had a dream.
A plane might hit their house today. I'm going to use...
You're welcome. I just gave you gold.
Yeah. All right, I owe you one. Candy, how would you react to something like this?
I think you should still go, but maybe see if they can change hotels. It'll just solve the problem for both.
Well, I don't know if you've tried to book a vacation this part of the summer, but it's not easy to find anything out there, whether it's a cabin or a hotel or anything else.
Well, I know you can get your money back 30 hours, or what is it, 24 hours out?
It's usually 24 hours out, but...
So, I don't know. Maybe he needs to say, would this put your mind at ease?
But didn't he say if he canceled now, it's still going to be a $300 loss? So this might be one of those resort deals.
Yeah, I guess maybe I would say I was going to a different spot and then still go there. I don't know. I'm not a liar, so it's hard for me to do that.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough spot. Somebody else texted in and said, if she doesn't guess the lotto numbers Wednesday, I'm still going.
Oh, I totally agree with that. Then.
So you personally, highlight of the 4th of July weekend, what was yours?
I would say just family time at the beach, swimming with Liam and Derek. And Derek didn't moan as much.
Really?
The sand. He wore water shoes and the bucket hat. I'm like, you can't hit me with both. You know what I mean? One or the other. And he's like, listen, I am not going to sacrifice my body because you're afraid to be seen with me. I was like, you know how he looks in that hat. And then it's just like, oh.
So I've seen him in the hat, right? Like Mexico.
Yes.
He's pretty famous for wearing the bucket hat, but I've never seen him go so far as to do the water shoes.
Yeah. No, he was toe up from the flow up.
And you're still okay being seen with that?
Am I okay with being seen with that? No, I'm not. But I don't want him to get head cancer. I don't want him to step on sand.
You know, he can use sunscreen.
He can.
Right?
Yep. He can wear a bandana.
And he can.
There are a lot of options. I've gone through the options.
Not even flip-flops, though. It's just, it's got to be the water shoes,
it's
huh?
the water shoes. Very tight. Leave that mark around the ankle.
Wow.
That was that. Didn't do much.
Boy.
For once, did you beat me with like exciting things?
Listen, I did really nothing great over the 4th of July weekend, but I didn't
wear water shoes.
I didn't catch my wife wearing a bucket hat and water shoes, so I feel like I won. If you keep an eye on the Playhouse Mornings Facebook page, one of the things that we like to do is called 4 Pictures.
4 pictures in a weekend, and we love when you share yours as well. I posted mine on Sunday, late afternoon, and it started on Friday when we're starting to do our basement, get it going, take it more seriously. So going through some of the boxes, and I found a box full of memory cards, for digital cameras that people used to use. And so I was going through them, and coincidentally, the very first picture on the very first memory card that I pull out is my son that day in 2012. How weird is that? And he was super tiny.
So he was
in the NICU.
2-3 days old.
He was only a day old. It was July 3rd.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my God, that's so crazy. So that was one of my pictures. Another picture is like realizing what being old looks like. So I went to my parents' house. My dad was working all day, and he's like, can you let the dog out? So we went and let the dog out, and I noticed.
So who let the dogs out?
I did. And there were 4 plates. And some had Fig Newtons on it, some had crackers, some had some like vitamins, and they all had paper towels over them. And I'm like, this is what
Dear Jesus.
being old is. It was just all over the counter. And so I had to like put them back in baggies so they didn't get stale. Another picture is us visiting my dad. He now checks for zebra mussels. I don't think he knows what zebra mussels look like.
Just the looks guy's to see if there's anything on the boat.
You see anything? No, my dad's like, you're good. So there's
how do these mussels keep going from lake to lake, everybody? Because Greg's on the scene.
Can we trace it back? And then the final picture is us spending a couple of days at the beach. So that was nice to get some sun, float it out into the middle of the lake, and just relax. So
my question about the beach and you guys is, I'm looking at a strong shaming game for your husband, because I could tell this morning when you were talking about his aqua socks. Mm-hmm. How much it bothered you to be in public with him. And I figure I can put a strong shame on him.
Yeah.
But is it worth it? Like, will he crumble? If I really, really work hard and shame him, will he ditch him for some flip-flops?
He's pretty committed. And flip-flops would just fall off. I asked him already. We went through this conversation.
The aqua socks is a dead man's game, right? Once you're there, that's it. It's over.
They're not the toe ones. I feel like there's another step that he could make where you get the toe ones. And then that would be worse than regular swimming water shoes. So,
and I've thought about them for like when launching the boat.
Yeah.
Because I hate stepping on those concrete barriers, and I slip and then you twist your ankle.
You're going to wear your white New Balance with your white socks. Get them all dirty, all wet.
I'm looking for some heavy tan dad lines this summer, but the aqua socks is next level stuff.
It is next level, but there is one more level that I'm hoping we don't ever get to. So
wait, what's that?
That's the
toe ones, the ones that look like
with the toe outline. That's the end game. If I see that come through on our Amazon cart. I'm just going to lose my mind. Anyway, that's my weekend in 4. If you ever have any pictures that you want to share, we always post ours at the end of every single weekend on KCLD's Facebook page.
All right.